is Winnie of Next Level Board Games, and today we're going to unbox Diatoms, a game by Sabrina Kuliva and published by Ludo Liminal Games. And this is a 1 to 4 player game. So let's see what's inside. I also have some extra pieces that came with this game. But I don't believe this is deluxe. I checked and it looks like there was only like one version, so must have just been upgrades. Like as far as stretch goals. So I don't know if you can see, but the top is very like holographic. Sometimes that's hard to get to pick up, but trust me, it's there. So that's really cool. It's very decorated. All right, and then, ooh, we got a bunch of like, wow, these almost feel the same. These are so shiny. That is a really interesting shiny. Okay, so these are a bunch of shapes with different colors. There's a couple of these. These are exactly the same, except for that one. There's one blank, but otherwise the same couple. So 2 of those. And then, let's see. Interesting. So these are, oh yeah, full piece. Oh, interesting. Okay. There's those. I wonder what shape, what goes on there. I don't know. Anyway. So these look like this. Oh, that's like a start piece maybe. Or first, maybe it's a first player piece maybe. Like that's supposed to be a person. Anyway, there's a couple of those for those tiles. And then the rule book. Which is actually pretty short. Okay, so pretty short. So kind of like the basics, let's see, and the components on the very front actually. So they squeeze that in. Components, some of how your play and game setup, and the end of the game. So pretty easy. So there's that. Pretty straightforward, I think. Solo play is separate, so that's nice. So there's a little bit more to that one, but it looks like some of it's tracking. So there's that. Oh yeah, there's several pages of that. Oh, okay. That's kind of neat. So like tracking how you've done, looks like. And then, oh wow. Okay. So a whole bunch of board pieces that leave, I think, these shapes. So this is dual layered. How cool is that? Let me see if I can find, oh, those are thick. These are really thick. Holy cow. Yeah, so probably like twice as thick as some of the things you've seen. That's one piece. I'm trying to think of, I don't know what I can compare it to, but basically there's 2 pieces. Those are really thick compared to like a lot of the things that a lot of the punch outs you see. Much, much, much thicker. Because when I went to push it through, I was like, oh, why is that not coming out? It's just that it's really, really thick. So now you can see dual layered. And those are really thick. So like, I mean, that's almost vertical. Still stayed. So anyway, there's several of these, but these must be player boards. Okay, that makes sense. I was thinking it was a big game board, but look, it's player boards. So we have blue, green, purple, and then sort of like a salmon-y magenta color. Probably more magenta than salmon, I guess. But anyway, so there's those, our player boards. Those are unique, and I'm going to guess they look, yeah, there's nothing on the back. Okay, so there's those, your player boards. Those are really nice. I noticed it's interesting because I noticed there's little rounded cuts here, but then the bottoms are square. So I wonder if something goes here. Maybe. All right, let's see what we got here. Well, plastic containers. Oh, nice paper so that they wouldn't scratch each other in transit. Oh, that's nice. So little, I don't know if these are for player pieces or what, but little containers like to put things in. Yeah, almost like a petri dish. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, and I'm going to guess there's 4 of those because this is what the other side looks like. Yep, and so look how clever that is so that they didn't scratch each other in transit. That's super nice. I like that. Okay, so there's those and an insert that fits them perfectly. Then we've got, they're calling it a judging sheet. How cute. So score sheet, basically. So for the end of the game, you can track all the different ways you can gain points. And then, whoa, these look like medals or something. What is this? This also busts out the center. So wow. I don't know exactly what these are. Lens and ribbon front side. Lens and ribbon. Okay, so we have a ribbon and a lens. I have to tell you, the colors in here are so vibrant. Like, it reminds me of Root, where the characters, you have characters sometimes that are like this most brilliant, metallic, shiny, strong color. These are like that. So really, really bright colors. And again, also really thick, like real thick quality. So there's that. And then here are some, I'm going to guess these are maybe like special, yeah, they kind of look like special goals that you might try to meet. And so I'll kind of show you, they have like, each one has sort of a different pattern. So I don't know if everybody is going to get a different one or if we'll end up getting the same one. We might all be going for the same type of goal because these look like they're going to get harder and harder in complexity as I see the numbers go up. Like number 1 did not seem as hard as number 6. So there's these. And then, yeah, like that seems, I think I'm back to 1. So watch, slightly different. Anyway, so there's those. I'm going to guess maybe there's just one of those per game. And then we've got a couple things that look like passports. Field notes reference. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. So these must be little player. Is it going to be? Let me see if they're the same. They are. Okay, so each of these is the same. They have the same colors as the player boards, right? And these two colors here are slightly similar. If you have anybody with color blindness, they're going to be probably pretty close. But if you pull them apart, they don't look the same at all, but just next to each other. But inside, they're basically like little cheat sheets of the rules of like the how to play and things like that. So that is super cool. And so everybody would have their own. That's really nice because sometimes it's hard to remember, to know what rules somebody might forget. You read them all and you go through it and everybody's like, yeah, I got this. And then you get partway through and you're like, why weren't you doing that? And they go, I can do that? Because you just don't know what people are going to forget. And then it looks like maybe like an extra petri dish, like an extra little container. I bet they have a better name for these. It says 5. No, it actually says 5 petri dishes with lids. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm not getting crazy over here. I felt like I was getting a little crazy. So the 5th one, they snuck a little spot over here. The insert seems very well planned out. So a little spot there. And then, and of course there's a little like, right? And then I have to look. Nothing. Okay. It's going to happen. Hang on, people. It's going to happen. All right. So I don't know if that one's going to need the paper, but it has it. I feel like maybe I should keep it. Okay. That's not near as pretty as it came. And then let's see. I got some cards that came in here. All right. Let's see what these are. Oh, these are used in the solo game. Okay. So these are commissions and these are used only in the solo game. So just some things that you would, I'm guessing these are basically like your goals. Try to accomplish these. This looks kind of hard. Wow. But very cool. So anyway, there's the, oh my gosh, it looks like a human. That's so cool. Looks like a person. Okay, so those are the solo cards. And then I didn't get, like I mentioned, it's not a upgraded version. It's not a deluxe. However, there were some upgraded components that I didn't remember. And I'm guessing they were just stretch goals because I backed it on Kickstarter. But there is a bonus judge and commission cards. So the commission cards obviously are the solo cards we were just talking about. And then, hang on a sec, I don't want to tear this if I don't have to. And then the judging cards, I believe, are what the other cards that we were looking at, these, like they called them guest judges. So they show like a little caricature up in the corner. So those are guest judges. So then we've got, looks like 2 more of those with a reference card with it. So, oh yeah, here we go. Okay, I'll figure it out. There's a pattern. All right. So the card goes like this, is so it would fit in that little container, right? So like this is 1. So it's telling you about it. And then the picture, kind of like this, but just smaller. And then if you flip it over, and also it has a number on it, right? Number 9. And then this one also shows a 9. But it's a different color. So I feel like maybe the goal is different. I'm not 100% sure. But then, oops, those are hard to hold together. Something about it, and then the picture. So they both say 9. And the picture looks similar, but this one's got highlighted stuff. So I suspect some of these rules are a little bit different. Because like I do not see negative points on the other side. This is probably like a more advanced version. So there's that. So that's extra. And then, so that's describing what the requirements on that card were. And then more of those little cards that are commission cards for when you're playing solo. Wow, these are very, oh my gosh, so cool. It's the game name. So these are really specific and really creative. Very cool. So extras of those, and then, oh, here's a little note. created an appreciation for Kickstarter backers. Okay, that's really cool. So that's exactly what it was for. It was just because we backed it on Kickstarter. So there's that. And then last but not least, of the things that I didn't expect, was this package of deluxe wooden diatom tiles and then the velvet bag. So let's open this. I've been dying to open this, but I couldn't because then it wouldn't be authentic. So let's see here. So if you can see the bag, so this is velvet. It's really, really, really soft. Okay, but there's that. It's still very pretty and very shiny. And then it came with, so all of these same tiles, which were even really cool as cardboard, like this, as actual wooden tiles. So I probably don't, probably don't have every color or shape. Somehow I got too many greens, but that's probably because everyone knows my favorite color. What else? What else is in here? The universe made that happen. Let's see. I feel like those are most of the colors and most of the shapes. So forgive me if I forgot a shape or a color, but you can see they're very like metallic shaded. And, you know, I have to say, even the originals would be very easy for people with finger dexterity to grab, because a lot of times the wooden tile replacements are way easier to grab than the cardboard, especially because cardboard will stick to itself and where the woodens will slide, and so it's easier for dexterity. But these are actually, both of these, because these are so thick, I don't think you would have issues with dexterity. I think both would work, but these are pretty cool. So that's everything that's in Diatoms. It's really not that much in the box. It doesn't look that complicated, but then I go looking at these cards and I see this and I go, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with that, and that looks complicated. And I just now noticed that there's actually pink on the back sides of each one of these too. So the number 9 must actually still be number 9. But I suspect the pink side is more complicated because there's always negative points on that side, and the other side doesn't have that. So this is going to be our beginning side. We're going to start there. So there are some really, really, really cool player boards that are dual layered. There are really thick cardboard cutout pieces that are really great colors. I mean, just super brilliant colors. But I also ended up getting a bag full of wooden tokens. It's going to be hard to see and I can't hold them very well, but ideally, like, they're wooden tokens of the same thing, and they're really brilliant, like super bright metallic colors, really easy to pick up and use, and just have like really fabulous colors. Bunch of little field guides so that every player has kind of like a breakdown of like, what am I trying to do and how does this game even work? That's really cool. And a cool score pad and a really neat insert, even though I've thrown things in here, a very cool insert. So that's everything in Diatoms. Thanks for watching Next Level Board Games.